Hello, and welcome to a brief discussion on mixing dialogue with music in post, paying special attention to the formant regions so we don't have to do tons of unnatural volume rides, which I find very distracting. So for this example, we're going to be using Isotope's Neutron 2, which is currently bypassed, so you can hear first just the dialogue track.
I'm using the cast of Babe's torso that I made when I first met her to make the final prosthetic.
And next, just the music track. So I am using Neutron on the music, but it's being sidechained from the dialogue bus. And we're going to focus on the equalizer section. What you'll notice first is that I have a little shelf at the bottom to give it a little boost, and a little shelf at the top to give it a little sizzle up top. And then I've used the even nodes 2, 4, and 6 to give just a little bit of dip at 500 hertz, 1750 hertz, and 3500 hertz. In addition, I've added nodes 3, 5, and 7 at those same frequencies, but with much larger dips, except these odd nodes are only being used in dynamic mode, and they're only feeding off of the sidechain dialogue bus, and only, again, if there is information present in that frequency range. So if there's nothing happening here at 3500 hertz, this dynamic mode EQ will be doing nothing, and we'll just be left with that little dip. So here's what that looks like with all of that engaged.
I'm using the cast of Babe's torso that I made when I first met her to make the final prosthetic.
You probably noted that those nodes were moving dynamically and changing the level of dip as the dialogue was present. Now, it sounds fine without Neutron in.
I'm using the cast of Babe's torso that I made when I first met her.
But it's kind of lifeless. With this EQ pulling out the frequencies that might interfere with intelligibility, and then compensating with a little boost at the bottom and at the top, it's a much more full sound that interleaves, mixes better with the dialogue, and still leaves room for the dialogue to breathe and be understood. Again, here that is.
I'm using the cast of Babe's torso that I made when I first met her to make the final prosthetic.
I hope that makes sense, and I look forward to seeing you at the next video. Until then, have a great day.